Can you please just tell a bit more about this example?
Yeah, we had this Amazon Web Services.
Ah, yeah. Yes, of course.
Another example of centralized when the dependency of a central architecture is so huge
Yeah.
that many things fail at the same time.
Yes. And also the let's say GitHub was partially inaccessible.
Many things, many services that depend on AWS were failing yesterday. Even here in Argentina, some digital wallets.
Digital wallets. Okay, so we know
Yes,
now where they are hosted.
yes. So it's a very vulnerable the situation. The
Yeah,
infrastructure
it's
is not sustainable, and I don't know exactly. They didn't disclose what was the reason of the problem. They tend not to explain many things. Uh, Even with the last year blue screens in airports and everything, Microsoft did not explain so much what really happened, but they are
yeah,
showing vulnerabilities,
yes.
and
Uh,
and still, and these are infrastructure. Maybe they are due to some attacks. It's not very clear, but also the dependency of a central point of resolution. That's what we keep saying every time. Uh, we are not addressing yet mm, these natural calamities that can happen where the servers are located.
yes, yes. Now it's more than obvious. More than
So
obvious.
yeah, still,
And
and also another thing that happened is that the PubMed, the
yeah,
repository for health information, scientific information from the health area
National
in,
Health Agency.
yes, in USA is due to the government closure because of the internal problem, is not being maintained properly.
Yeah,
Another example of centralized infrastructure that is and this is a problem not only centralized but of governance
yeah.
that
And also the
scientific,
responsibility.
yeah. So the governance and the dependency of this centralized governance, that due to a political clash and disagreement between these two parties in the USA, they are not approving a budget, so the government is at hold.
Yes, the governance was what isn't hold, and we are now facing the let's say probably losing part of the material of PubMed.
Yeah, and that this government has issued some, the Trump administration has issued some executive orders from the CDC side that applies already some censorship. Besides this that is happening right now, they were already tailoring what's the sense of truth in that scientific repository. So
Yep.
it's uh, even the definition of open science uh, with central governance is not completely open because it's prone to this kind of problems as well.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a perfect examples, and also the third example that the open citations in the terms of policies, it could be not so open as well.
Yeah, if because the dependency of on a centralized persistent identifier, it is not the open citations. They need a persistent identifier, and they are only working with DOI at this point. But they
Yeah.
are open to work with another one. The thing is, they are not like they didn't know about ARC. I was surprised that they didn't know.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I also was surprised, and when I was trying to investigate about the DHT,
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty surprised that actually perhaps anyone sometimes use a torrent, but no one knows about the technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
So,
a yeah, really a point
but it's
that we should keep in mind.
but it's true that we should focus on the promotion of different persistent identifiers and the demonstration that the use of those persistent identifiers solve the issues and not so much into attacking the status quo because
It's
I mean
at first at now it's useless.
yeah
Yeah.
the dangers are very obvious now with the examples that we are seeing every day. And
Yes.
we are just waiting for something like what happened yesterday that will happen to the cross-ref service or data side servers. And then people will realize in one day, oh, this was so vulnerable. How
Yes.
we didn't know. It's just a matter of time,
Yeah. You
but
are
it will happen.
let's say like in this story, your all mind says the electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
About
it's not, there is no point on focusing on attacking the power structure behind because they have their interests and they will uh, try to do whatever they will always try to block alternatives, but we should focus on alternate on a different persistent identifier. That's why in the last presentation I put these labs, although not agreeing 100% on the policy, is something different than the cross-ref and DOI.
yeah. Yeah. So they are, let's say, somehow decreasing the vulnerability. And
But
but
so because because now if you see they are now they have the last speech that they are using is that the side labs is another way to get your DOI
yeah, exactly. Exactly
because they
what's
close deals with the crossref.
yeah. 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 Also like now, this is why open citations are searching for the opportunity for to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So I
actually, yeah. Please, before I forget, we have, let's say, a very strange suggestion from the perhaps the researcher from Nepal, which is now on our Mattermost. I asked him for the example, but I didn't receive anything. And he claims that he's trying to develop something in parallel, but for the persons like Orsid. I don't know if he will provide something, but if he will, I will let everyone know.
and decentralized org ID.
Yeah, something like that. But as he told me, he's working mostly on the, let's say, literature programming. So it's like, let's say, natural language processing together with compilation. I don't know exactly how it would help. For now, I don't see.
I think maybe what he's trying to do is to create like I thinking aloud. maybe a directory of authorities to process literature and identify authors, and somehow give some identification to those authors. Um, it's something like librarians. We produce directories of authorities in national libraries. They do. Um the thing is, regarding with the researchers ID, is that the at national level, besides OrgID, there are also some registries already, because every country has they track their own scientific careers for grants and things like that. Of course,
Yeah,
OrgID is a globalized, centralized way to do it, but before OrgID already scientific agencies a national level, they're already having some identifications for the researchers. Even the security number or social number or whatever country used to identify persons are the persistent identifier for researchers already.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Then let's say when it comes to the governance, always we will have a state nearby.
Of course, and already we know. I think I analyze in my chapter the board member composition of the ROR, ORCID, and Crossref, and they are one and the same, and the DOI Foundation, and they share many members, and some members are all over, all across all these the persistent identifier agencies. So
Yeah,
they work together as one, and in relation with the publishers. So,
yeah. So
but the thing
well,
is to identify a person, a digital object, or a data set. It doesn't matter. I don't know why this Nepalese person is focusing, or he argues to only that it will only be useful to identify persons, because a persistent identifier, a decentralized persistent identifier, you could use it to identify whatever you want.
yeah. That's let's say once you have a metadata. Just speaking about metadata, I tried to write a test for JSON
Mm-hmm.
in the DHT. Now I didn't have a success. This is because I didn't let you know, and I would like to have a success because now we have somehow a data mangling problem. I think due to the encryption or decryption issues. So I
Yeah,
should
I
investigate a
was
bit.
regarding this. I was speaking the other day with Diego Ferreira.
Yeah.
I went to the philosophy faculty, where he's head of this library research institute. Um, I was putting him up to date of what we are working on, and he said that the um, focus on the metadata problem is a global north discussion.
Hmm.
What we need is to solve the point of reference and timestamp, and and that the persistent identifier should not be focusing so much on metadata. And,
So let's say the
but
hashing first.
yes,
Yeah. So well, I didn't want to do that, but it seems I should implement my own hashing routine. Okay. Anyhow, now just to let you know, just today, before 2 hours ago, I have completed the huge project at Elettra. So probably I will have a bit more time to write this. And
Yeah, so what he said is like we should focus on trying to develop a solution that is lightweight, easy to deploy, and simple at the beginning.
yeah,
Then services can be added on layers later on.
of course, of course. This is, let's say, I am now concentrating on, let's say, integrating the DHT, and after that, it's already the minimal viable product because as we have a DHT as a messaging layer, then we have developed all the protocols.
Yeah, so we focus maybe on this proof of concept. We can focus on this, and then hopefully when the different instances and different realms are already creating the network, then we
Yeah,
can services can be developed by the community.
yeah, because yeah, we don't need now to do anything else.
And we should be we have to see how open we can be maintaining security as well.
Well, this is why I am investigating the encryption issues because the openly shared all the metadata are shared unless they are not encrypted by the private key of the realm owner. As this is a philosophy, then it could be implemented as this. And the thing is it is necessary to provide the temporary decryption keys because it it will do the development, let's say, 100 times more difficult.
Yeah, like this. How what's this decentralized um, GitHub? What was the name?
Radical.
Radical.
Yes.
Somehow like a radical project is doing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. Yeah. So I would just a sec. I would like today to see Jonas, but he seem not be able, and also Francis is not able.
So we don't know how radical is working, no? How much is growing, how the community is.
Well, it grows very slowly. It grows slowly.
Mhm.
The thing is, it is web-based still.
Okay,
So it's literally moderately easy to deploy, but it is heavyweight still.
because it's web
And
based.
yes, and also what I really cannot understand is how much what's the ratio between the amounts of users that can use the command line interface or the user that can use just a web interface. Because once you are pretending to keep the arbitrary data, then you should provide a web interface. Not so many users are ready to type the commands.
Of course.
It quite surprises me, but I think we should keep this in mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my let's say my point. Honestly, against the across this, I don't have any news for today because now it was probably the heaviest 3 weeks of the year for me.
No problem. Now the rest thing we can also I have things to do today. We are at strike. I'm not at the university because we are striking due to a budget problem in the university system
Really?
in Argentina. Yeah,
Oh.
Argentina is. I don't know if you saw the news. We are in quite some economic turmoils nowadays.
Yes, I saw the news about Argentina. But I only had the time to view for 7 minutes the Russian one, the Russian version
Yeah,
from
we are
some
more or
users,
less
bloggers.
like it was Greece in 2010, something like this.
Can understand, can understand. Because now, what I read from perhaps The Economist promotion, Greece is establishing the possibility for the employers to enforce 12 hours of or 13 hours of working time for
Yep,
a given set of
13.
workers.
They are establishing
13.
13 in Greece, and they are
Yeah.
planning to do the same in Argentina.
Uh, okay, what I would say.
So artificial intelligence is not solving humanity's problems, just
It is
creating
not.
garbage products, cultural products.
Yeah. And what I could say
The
that
promise of
now,
Argentinian of artificial intelligence making a human have more leisure time is not be working.
no, it doesn't work. And also because it's a part of the worldwide firearms race.
Yeah,
Because what the Russians are saying, if who will create the, let's say, super intelligence and give it a control over the military equipment, will rule the world physically.
yeah,
This is what the actually the military universities of Moscow say.
yeah. We are in a crazy science fiction kind of dystopic.
Yes, yes, it's quite. To me, it's quite really crazy.
Yeah.
At least,
Okay.
but yeah, but at least now here at Eletra we don't have a danger to stay without electricity.
Yeah. Here in Argentina, so far, not so much problem and on those areas because we have some uh, hydroelectric and nuclear energy, but they are trying uh, to sell it to power servers for the artificial intelligence. So I don't know what will happen.
Well, the global warming for sure.
Yeah. So let's see. Take
Yeah,
rest. See you in two
thank you.
weeks.
Yes,
And maybe it's for the next if you want for the next meeting, I can invite Diego.
yes, yes, it
I
would
don't know if you
be.
want to. We want to present something conceptual. He has problem with the English, so maybe we have to prepare something in advance.
Yeah, then I would like to probably use the CSV conference presentation to do that
Okay,
as a starting point. Yes, we can do. We can do. I hope I will have some time on at least at this week.
okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
See
let's
you.
do. Thank you very much, and sorry for this that I have no
No
news.
problem. No problem.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.